Hey, young world, we are back here once again on Crate Diggers. My name is Verbz, and I'm here with
Steez.
And thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Verbz. Like I said, I'm a DJ. I've been a DJ for over 20 years here in Portland, Oregon.
That's right.
I've been the co-curator and DJ for an event called
The Thesis
here in Portland for 11 years.
That's
next
right.
month, which
Over
is
a decade.
absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for supporting the show. If you've ever been out here, thank you, Portland.
Appreciate y'all, Portland.
And the other, let's see, like I said, I've got 5,000 something records. I've been a DJ. I got to open for all kinds of artists.
Like
I got
who?
to DJ.
Like who?
Okay, let's see. Big Boy from Outkast. Let's say Talib Kweli.
How about Absol?
How about Absol? How about Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy
Yes, sir.
Cardi? How about Pete Rock? How about Hieroglyphics? How about Dom Kennedy and Larry June?
Ty Dolla Sign.
Ty Dolla
Gift the
Sign.
Gab.
Love to gift
Shout
a
out
Gab.
Gift the Gab.
We miss you, Gab. Yeah, so I've got to do incredible things and really help make a platform in Portland for artists and in the city. And like I said, I have about 5,000 something records that I want to share with my friends and my family out there and anybody who loves good music. And this is my brother, Steez. Steez, tell him who you are.
What's good? I go by Steez. I'm a producer. I've been an engineer for a lot of my life, too. I went to school for music and engineering. And I've just... I've been working on my craft and working with this show for a long time now. We had an audio format before this, and then we moved into YouTube. And it's just something I have a passion for, is just music itself, and like talking about music, connecting with people, creating new things. And one of my favorite things about art itself is just telling stories and making sure that like the cool stories, the right stories, the good nature things get out there, because you're not always exposed to that, especially as somebody who doesn't go digging for it. Hence the show. It's like a pleasure to show people and expose people to new music and all kinds of vinyl and production and tips and experiences we've had, because I've seen damn near a couple hundred shows, live shows, as well as performed at them. I performed at the Thesis. I used to do a live podcast with Verbz too. And so it's a joy to just continue to talk music. And we wanted to share a little background with y'all today and kind of let y'all know where we're coming from behind these microphones.
In case you didn't know, we fucking actually do this shit.
We love music, man.
And of course, we are joined and produced by the absolutely intrepid and incredible Jimmy. Shout out producer Jimmy.
What up? Let's go, Jimmy.
Jimmy has provided this incredible space, helped design everything.
Check us out, man.
Does the editing and production and has added so much to the show. So huge thank you to Jimmy for all you've done for the show.
Oh, yeah, happy to be here.
Absolutely incredible partner in this. So that's who we are. Tell us who the fuck you are. Subscribe to the podcast. I'm going back and forth between cameras to make the edit real difficult out there. Sorry, guys. But please subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us who you want to hear on the show. Tell us your favorite artist. Tell us the record you want to hear. I might have it in the crates. The crates are deep around here.
Anybody. And we're talking, tell us your favorite artist. Tell us your favorite song. Make sure y'all leave some feedback, because every time we post some videos, we ask people, what they like about the song, what they like, or what's their favorite song from the artist we're talking about. And we just love having that conversation with y'all back and forth. It's already been really nice across any platform, just discussing music with y'all. So if you like and subscribe, this gets to more people, and it's our passion. So we appreciate that every time somebody does that. And shout out to y'all for doing so much so far.
Well said. And one more thing that has been added to the tableau over here, as we like to call it, this is a gift from our man Jimmy here.
That's right.
Look at this incredible platter, guys. We've got the Crate Digger slip mat. Look at that. Ooh. I was so excited when we walked in here. Didn't even know it was going to be here. It was on the platter. That's very exciting.
And he laced us with some too.
Yes. So I'm very excited to put some records on at home on my new Crate Digger slip mat. And also, shout out this incredible hat Steez is rocking for the first time.
I had to give a gift in return, this brand new Crate Diggers fitted, or snapback. I got this from Creative Prints. It's from my good friend Mark Orozco out in LA. He knows hip hop, hoops. He's a good dude. He's talented, hardworking dude. Love this guy. Go check him out at Creative Prints 661 on Instagram, or get creativeprints.com and get yourself some custom prints. I mean, it shows itself. This is
shirts from Creative Prints.
This is some really beautiful work, and I mean, it's solid, and I loved it the second I got it. I started rocking it around the city. So shout out Mark, shout out Creative Prints. We love y'all.
Yeah, we love you, Mr. Orozco. So that was maybe one of our longest intros ever, but we're gonna make it a little bit longer because we're sipping on something here.
That's right, boy.
Shout out to Portland Water at Drink PDX Water on Instagram.
Look at that classy carpet on the can, boy.
So,
just like the Blazers jerseys. You know
if you know anything about Portland, for some reason we give a fuck about the carpet at our airport. First, it didn't, while we actually had this print, we actually didn't care about it. But a second they were going to take it away, we're all up in arms, and we were like, that's the one thing we care about in the world.
We've had 2 jerseys for the Blazers be custom printed with this
carpet print from PDX.
And how beautiful does it look on the can?
So you land in our beautiful city in the rain, you're going to step on some carpet that looks vaguely like this. Now, it's not the same carpet anymore, but you can go find a square or two out there. So shout out Portland Water for keeping us hydrated. Get that sparkling, get the still water, whatever you feel.
Delicious, refreshing.
Nice and refreshing, because we got to keep it fresh around here. So we said a lot of shit before we even got into any records around here. But this one, we're going to get into this one right here. Let's show you it. Let's tempt him before we go to the intro. That is a new black poet, Gil Scott Heron, Small Talk at 125th and Lenox on Crate Diggers. Let's go.
Crate Diggers.
Thank you for joining us once again on Crate Diggers. We got Small Talk at 125th and Lenox. That's Gil Scott Heron on the platter here. Let's talk about the record a little bit. This comes from 1970, Flying Dutchman Records. Got some.
Look how original that pressing is.
He looks so young in this. Like, I'm a big fan. I'm gonna go center.
Badass.
Or should I go here? That's an edit Jimmy's got to do again. God damn it. I'm really putting the work in today, folks. So this one is an interesting thing. I mean, it comes from 1970. It's his very first record. So before, the Pieces of a Man and all this other stuff that you really know well, the Brian Jacksons stuff, this stuff is his really earliest. And I would say it's very poetic. It's really all about kind of like this beat poetry and spoken word,
slam poetry.
Really kind of one of the earliest forms of this. I really feel like he comes and is one of those like originators of hip hop, and not just because these samples that have been used throughout are incredible. We've talked about it a little bit, but Common sample, that's right. You brought up for Home is Where the Hatred is absolutely a legendary one. And then his other work with Common,
the
those
spoken word on his albums and the way he sampled that is just, it really put me on, like, I needed to know who that was. And I knew some of his other songs, connecting him to several other people, like you'll talk about with Drake, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Well, because on my way here, I was just listening to I'll Take Care of You by Gil Scott. So this is the very end of his career. This is the very beginning that we're going to play for you. But the very end of his career is that I'll Take Care of You sample that's Rihanna and Drake. He is such a beautiful lyricist. Like he can be so cutting and funny and silly and political, or he can deliver his pain on a platter, but he also can do, these really beautiful songs that could be sung by anyone. And when they are sung by a Rihanna, absolutely gorgeous, and it's
It hits.
you know, it's obviously going to have a different sensation when it's coming from Gil Scott versus Rihanna. Those are different parts of their lives, different people. So yeah, I'm just been a huge fan of his. He's I've said it before, but he's a capital A artist. He is a poet. He's a writer. He is
He checks all the boxes for being
super
a dynamic
educated
artist.
man. I found out recently that his dad was the first black man to play for Celtic FC,
right.
which is absolutely crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah, so he comes from this interesting family. He's got roots in both Chicago and New York.
Yeah.
You know, this is early on, but also in his later career, New York is kind of the theme of that stuff. But
yeah, you can hear it in the sound too. And even early on, you can hear kind of the Chicago, the keys and bass and everything too, that lend itself to his sound and kind of it. Whenever I hear his music like that, it feels so inner city, just like experienced and lived in. It just has this like kind of hearty home, like truth to it. It just like
raw honesty.
Yeah, it's so different than other soul artists a lot of the time. Maybe the voice, the vocal tone, the delivery, or his hard hittingness, or his activism, but he separates himself so much. He's on this different wave. And for me, when I picked him up, there was this song called "Peace Go With You, Brother."
Yeah.
Oh my God, it just absolutely blew me away. Like that is, I feel like that is some of the best. Like I believe it's like a Rhodes piano or a keyboard being played, and it's played so perfectly. It was one of these like key moments in inspiring me in how to sample, and at that moment I was inspired to layer break beats over it. And when I did that, I made that beat early on in like Fruity Loops and didn't really know what I was doing so much, but it sounded amazing.
Yeah.
And then when I went on to Reason and other things, I'd make a lot of beats and sample beats. I like 10 out of 10 times, if I showed people that beat, they would be like, what is that sample? That's your best song. And there's this like connection that I have to that message alone, that people reacted to it with that love and joy, that I was like, damn, man, it already connected to me that way. So now other people telling me that's my best stuff, and it's because it's my favorite thing. I'm connected to this guy forever. I love his messaging, his voice, the way his band plays keys. I don't know how many instruments he played on, but he's just dynamic at everything that you just listed too.
Yeah. I think, you know, this is really early on, so he evolves to some new things and, you know, brings new elements to it and musicality to it.
Right.
So in this one, we're going to hear The Revolution Will Not Be Televised.
That's right.
Now, this is a song that recently was used on One Battle After Another. Excuse me. And it's a movie that uses revolutionary language throughout, and they use this as like cue points between people and language and you know, like code talk and stuff. Essentially, if you know Gil, then you are probably down with the cause. If you know, probably
like revolutionary language.
Yeah, it's like the ice out there in Portland. Shout out from the war zone in Portland. Man. Let's go. You know, they're trying to you know, be a part of the crowd. They always end up like wearing khakis and boots, and they just don't fit in because they just aren't part of the fucking cause. So like it's that, you know what I mean, where he's so authentically part of the cause that it always is going to feel authentic. But yeah, this is an interesting little moment in time where obviously it's going to be very focused on the politics of the day, and you'll realize kind of, and this thing I realized when I was listening to it recently, that like, you know, all of these things are so temporary. We get really upset about like Stephen Miller or whoever political like, you know, asshole we have to deal with at the moment, and it's
Musk.
like all of this is so temporary, like their power, their lifespan,
but
whatever.
It's on record though.
Yeah.
And that's you're not gonna actually decipher it.
Yeah.
Because you probably don't know
Yeah,
exactly
we're
which
outside of the timeline.
businessman or
Yeah.
politician they're referencing.
You know, this is 55 years later, so Nixon and stuff, like, we just don't understand it from the same perspective.
Nope.
But at the same time, you know, you can essentially swap in.
It's as relevant as anything.
Yeah, your political assholes, and it's still relevant to this day. So I'm really excited to play it. We'll play a few tracks from this one. There are select ones, also
It's funny.
hilarious
It's
names
funny.
on this one. I'm always Gil Scott was a motherfucking funny dude. So. The very first one that we've got queued up, he does a little bit of intro here. It's like a little 30-second intro talking about who his band is, and then it'll get into The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And yeah, this one for all the crate diggers out there, all the revolutionaries.
Tune in.
Let's go.
Oh, it's just such a crispy record.
The crackle.
Good evening and welcome.
Shout out
My
Gil
name is
from
Gil
Variety
Scott Heron.
Records on this one.
My accomplices
Gil with
are
the
first
Gil,
from left to
alley-oop.
right, Eddie Knowles, a drummer for the Denny Zulu Dance Group, a drummer for the Simba Dancers, and a
I can
percussionist
think
for
of
a
like
group called Black and Blues.
Duke Ellington
The brother to my
announcing
immediate left
his
is Charlie
band
Saunders
this way.
of the
I
Simba
can't think of
Dance
many
Group,
others.
and a
I always
former
love
drummer
when
for the
Duke
Red
would do that
Apple.
and just like give a little
David
like
Barnes, the singer of
preamble
Black
for
and
what
Blues,
the
that you heard later
album's
on in the evening.
theme was. I always enjoyed
We'd
that.
like to do a poem for you called "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised,"
Let's go.
primarily because it won't be.
We're about to hear some bars, ladies and gentlemen.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out.
Got your Timothy
You will not
Leary
be able to
reference.
lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because
Heroin
the revolution will
reference.
not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by
I love
Xerox
his
and
tone.
Parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Mendel Rivers to
See,
eat hog maws
plug and
confiscated
play
from a Harlem
with your
sanctuary.
politician.
The revolution will not be televised.
Find your assholes, swap them in.
The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle
See,
and
you
Julia.
can get those type
The
of
revolution
references.
will not give
But
you
even
enough sex
pop
appeal.
culture,
The
like,
revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution
Sydney
will
Sweeney
not make you
and
look 5 pounds thinner.
Glenn
The revolution
Powell.
will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run. Or
There will
trying
be
to
no
slide that
Instagram
color
post
TV
by
into a
Billie
stolen
Eilish.
ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on Report
Gosh,
from
you will.
29
Shout out Billie
districts.
Eilish.
The revolution will not be
handing you a
televised.
Pepsi. The
No,
revolution
sir.
will not be
There will be
televised.
no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney
you
Young
just
being
got
run
him.
out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process.
I love
There will
that.
be no slow motion
He
or
left
still
his
life
stumble and
of
he
Roy
recorded this shit
Wilkins
twice.
strolling
It's
through
for a
watching
live
the red, black,
crowd.
and
So
green
he
liberation
recorded this
jumpsuit
in
that he
studio,
has been
but
saving
for
for
a
just the
very
right
small
occasion.
audience because
Green
that's
Acres,
how he felt
Beverly
comfortable
Hillbillies,
doing
and
this
I love how
thing.
you can hear the whole
will no
room
longer be
in the
so
production.
goddamn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally screwed Jane on Search for Tomorrow because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be
He's so fucking
televised.
rad.
There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry-armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Keys, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, or Engelbert Humperdinck. The revolution will not be televised.
Imagine if you already
The
felt
revolution
these
will
kind
not
of
be right
things.
back after a
Excitement
message
against
about a
all
white
of those
tornado,
corny
white
ass
lightning,
art.
or
I mean,
white people.
Johnny
You will
Cash,
not
I
have
still
to
got
worry
love
about
for you,
a
but
dove in
everybody
your
else,
bedroom, the tiger in your
It's
tank,
just
or
like
the
it
giant in
just
your
reminds me
toilet
when
bowl.
it comes
The
out.
revolution will not
If
go
you
better
were
with
feeling
dope. The
a certain
revolution
way
will not
and you
fight
own
germs
this,
that may cause bad breath.
you
The
feel that
revolution
way
will put you
even
in the
more so.
driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised. Will not be televised. Not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
Let's go.
So there's the message in itself, right there at the very end, and it remains true.
You're not going to get your message from, the CNN and whatever else, Fox News and One Oath or whatever the fuck those are. Probably not going to give you exactly what's happening. You know, like the street could give you that perspective, or maybe some, person on the street. But
That's right.
I'm just a huge fan of Gil Scott. He's talking shit. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
that shit.
Yeah,
And
I love it.
As an originator of like the way to do this and put it on wax.
He's also swinging up. You know what I mean? This is, if comedy people out there, swinging down is some bullshit. All right. People below you, bring them up. People above you, go ahead, swing away. You go
Fair
ahead.
play.
Yeah. So
Fair play.
Who he's swinging at, he's swinging up. I love it. So yeah, this was The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And we've got a couple other great ones on here. Some names we can't even say on here because there's some wild names on here.
I'm sure if you're a hip hop listener, you may have heard several of those quotes throughout just listening to hip hop.
For sure.
The term "the revolution will not be televised" is probably his doing.
Yeah.
And that has never left since he started.
Quintessential to hip hop.
Yeah, it kind of remained a truth. And yeah, it's just, I love playing this record on the show. This is fucking sick.
So, I got to find some other stuff out here that'll add some, a more spice to this. So we're going to play one of my other favorites on here. It's called Whitey on the Moon.
That's right.
I think you probably understand this is 1970, so 1 year after the moon landing, probably people who were living in poverty are looking at the moon landing going, what the fuck? I need help here. But Whitey's on the moon. So we'll play this one here. Again, these are all really short little spoken word poems from a man, Gil Scott. I don't know if I got the drop right on this one. I didn't have time to cue it up beforehand. It's on track B. It's a little hard. Give me some forgiveness. It's probably going to be really close. We did a really good job, and I'm really good at this. I'm a DJ, so let's fuck it.
Until a call comes for you to cry elsewhere. We must all cry, but tell me, must our tears be white?
Ooh. That was the very end of Plastic Pattern People.
That's right.
It's called Whitey on the Moon.
He laughed.
He even liked it.
He even laughed.
It was inspired by some Whiteys on the moon. So I want to give credit where credit.
He kind of has like a Richard Pryor delivery, like when he's like calm.
Let's see.
I love it. They're like, we don't have a second rhythm. We got this one.
They don't introduce another instrument.
A rat done bit my sister Nell with Whitey on the moon. Her face and arms began to swell, and Whitey's on the moon. I can't pay no doctor bills, but Whitey's on the moon.
Good.
Shout out there. Make sure you're getting your health care and your SNAP benefits out there.
That's right.
You know, the man just upped my rent last night.
But Elon wants to go to Mars.
No hot water,
but
no
Elon's
toilets,
on
no
Mars.
lights, but Whitey's on the moon.
And you ain't got no
I
snap.
wonder why he's upping me. Because Whitey's on the moon? Well, I was already giving him $50 a week, and now Whitey's on the moon. Taxes taking my whole
They
damn
love
check.
that.
The junkies make me a nervous wreck. The price of food is going up. And as if all that crap wasn't enough,
55
bit my
years
sister
later.
Nell with Whitey on the moon.
You don't have to say it.
Her
You
face
literally
and
don't have
arms
to say
began
it
to
when the
swell,
guy makes
and
those
Whitey's on the
comparisons.
moon. Was all that money I made last year for Whitey on the moon? How come I ain't got no money here? Whitey's on the moon. You know, I just about had my fill of Whitey
so
on the
sick.
moon. I think I'll send these doctor bills. Air mail special.
The crowd got his back.
Crowd was ready for it. Oh, man.
To Whitey on the moon.
Let's go.
He like tags his performance.
Damn, I'm sending my doctor bills to Whitey on the
Body
moon.
on the moon.
That sounds incredible.
That was fucking dope.
God, he's so funny.
He's
It's
so
so
funny.
good. It's
He's
so
so funny.
good. It's such a great comparison. The rat biting his sister and can't get health care and
From the first line, he's like, "You want to know the metaphor I'm going for? Here you go.
yeah. This one
I
is
can't get help for the rat bite, but y'all have already taken out to the moon."
all right. Let's see. We got quite a few on here that are starred up for some reason. Let's see. Maybe one of these.
It's like a loved copy. It's not wrecked.
No, it's in great shape.
It's just used, and that's great.
Let's see. All right, right after Whitey on the Moon is a song called, the poem, The Vulture. I don't know. We didn't do this one, but let's see where we at. Looks good.
A little bit further. You're good.
All right, that was a tag team drop there.
We're going to figure it out.
Who knows how close we are to this one? Whitey might still be on the moon, but we're going to try to play The Vulture. It's got a star next to it. It's song C on side B of this incredible Flying Dutchman release of Gil Scott's Small Talk at 125th and Lenox.
That's right.
So let's hear how good we did.
Let's go.
And let's hear what the Vultures are up to.
Leaving,
Oh, okay.
leaving,
Get some of that classic piano.
leaving, leaving.
Damn, did we just miss the whole thing?
Is that the end of that?
It's the whole thing. Yeah, right here.
Anyway.
Here we go.
You just had to trust yourself.
Remember, this is a feel like
drop it.
thing.
That was the lesson.
Do whatever you feel like.
Do whatever you feel like.
If you feel like clapping your hands, you can do that.
Portland, here. If you're a touring artist coming to Portland, here's one tip for you. Portland can't soul clap.
Don't clap your hands with
Don't try to fucking make it happen. We can't do it.
They're going to ruin your rhythm.
They're gonna ruin you, what you're doing. So don't let them do it to you. Portland can't do it. Don't trust them. Even if the room says they can do it, don't trust them.
It's funny every time they fail, though.
It is. 20 years of doing shows here. I know.
Day and night.
And we finally get some of his singing
I know.
voice.
I love it. I was like, oh shit. I didn't realize, like, that's right. He's getting to this already.
That's right.
Yes, for the people.
It's one of was that We Almost Lost Detroit. That's kind of that melody he's doing there.
Kieran brought his
It almost has some Pisco with your brother, too.
from a sea that sails on souls.
There are so many good songs by Gil, by the way. Like, this is not just.
This is the earliest form of them. Go out there and do your own research.
Like, you'll be blown away. Absolutely.
Warm hearts to the cold.
He's got a crazy discography.
You don't need to do your own research on vaccines, though. Those are good.
Ghetto was a haven.
Controversial statement on the podcast?
Gil, what have you done to us?
Revolutionary out here. Saying revolutionary things like medicine that it was made to take care of you is probably good
It's
for you.
probably good.
Anyway,
Yes, and a desert of despair.
beautiful. Give him another few seconds here.
Evil's clarion of justice.
See, they're trying to soul clap, can't hit it. I don't know. This was in New York, but
Too much power.
that was too much power.
There's too much power there.
Also, you can't just leave it up to them if they're gonna clap or not. You gotta either say this shit is clapping or shit ain't clapping.
Shit ain't clapping.
Stop clapping. Ooh, we're gonna give the instrumentalist some. We're gonna get jazzy with it.
I just love how percussion and people can always keep going, even if the crowd is trying to fuck up their rhythm with the claps. They're like, nah, I'm locked in. So
I just recently went to New Orleans for the first time, and I got to see some live jazz out there. And one of my favorite things was that everybody got some. Didn't matter who they were. The stand-up bass, they're gonna get their little run too. But you were absolutely right. When people would start clapping along and they'd be fucking up. Didn't matter. The rhythm was good.
yeah, dude. This is dope. I don't think I've actually ever heard that.
All right, let's stop that one
That was
there.
fucking sick.
The Vulture from Gil Scott Heron. This is Small Talk at 125th and Lenox. Steez, what do you think about what we've heard today?
It's like a refresher on like hearing like early Gil Scott, and it's so dope. His voice changes throughout his career too. He has like this kind of like young, more happier enthusiasm to his cutting, hard things to hear and listen to. And he doesn't hold any punches and he doesn't hold any truths, and he doesn't make anything ready for a song. It's all still there. And those type of lessons and those type of morals and hearing the truth from an artist like that, it sticks with you forever. It's so ingrained, and just like, it reminds me of Bill Withers, somebody who I connect to on a very high level, where the messaging and the tone and everything is just so honest that there's no escaping it. And of course, when he talks about stuff dealing with activism and things are unfair in nature and society, I always relate and I always agree, and it just still works with everybody we just said. Plug and play with your assholes.
Yeah.
And this hits hard. So
I guess
love to Gil.
I guess instead of the
No bopabilities today.
No bopabilities today?
You can't do it.
I mean, there's some bopability out here. Obviously, it is not about the bopability. This shit is not about like playing
I'm
a
not
bop.
going to do producer and DJ assessment of this one.
I can't play this for every crowd. Now, I might throw a little something. I might play the full...
play Take Care and then play Drake.
Yeah, or I could play The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, the fully instrumental,
Yeah.
you know, like with the flute and the drums and,
the
all
drums
that.
and bass. It's
Yeah.
an awesome song.
I could definitely play those things. I definitely have played plenty of Gil Scott for years for shows, so like not an issue there.
No.
But yeah, clearly like this is the earliest form, but honestly, it's so confident. I'm like so impressed with
He's like
how
who he is fully.
Yeah,
he doesn't
he had
change at
already
all.
figured out, you know, by 1970 who, you know, like core principles, what his sounds were, a song that is timeless that he used multiple times, and like they're you know, like really poignant messaging. I'm just incredibly impressed with how young he is doing this and making this piece here, and how like fully realized it is.
Oh yeah, and he was much more comfortable with the comedy stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Like instantly, and it felt like that's probably because he was so good with crowds.
Yeah.
And the poetry is all there and the words are all there, and that's what he's trying to tell you, but he's also delivering with a cadence and a tone that you can laugh at too sometimes. Yeah. And you know, I think that comedy always delivers a harder message as well as melody, which then he turned to singing on that other song, and was a Vulture, and beautiful. Again, his voice is it's amazing.
I've always loved his voice. I know there's like a tone to it that's like probably not for everybody, but
it's kind of, I feel like it's like you I'm looking at him right now, Jimi Hendrix. That's the tone I'm thinking of, where I'm like, that is an amazing singing voice. I know he hated his own voice, and there's probably a group of people who wouldn't like that at all as a tone, but I love it. Yeah. I think having this grittier, lower voice lends itself to the messaging even harder, because then I just know he's being real.
Well, there's a reason why we don't know 99% of the people from The Voice. You know, like, it's not that having the best voice is the thing that makes a great artist. You know, like, you know, there's certain unique tones that we just love, or artists who bring the right energy and style to their sound. So,
which for those TV shows, the ones who fail a lot of the times found some type of thing in their own tone, and they did awesome. I've seen 6 to 10 people not even come close to a finale, and like, those are the guys we know.
Yeah, we actually just there's a local person that was just on The Voice. Yeah. Shout out to Camille Tredu.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she was on the most recent season.
There's true artistry all over it. It just doesn't mean it's the winner.
Yeah, absolutely. It is, and I'm sure it's one of those ones where it's like, you know, this guy has a perfect tone for his thing, or like he's a great country tone or whatever, and it's like, well, it won't necessarily win, but it's like, no, he's perfect for that lane. So anyway,
and that art, it makes it even better when they do have the tone that fits the music.
True.
So that's why I can't escape thinking he's a fully fledged great artist. Is I love his voice. I love that voice too. It's amazing.
So people out there in the world, hey, young world, tell us what you think about Gil Scott and the records that we play, or the record that we play today. Yeah. We got to do one more big thing though. We got to choose another record.
That's right.
So we've been going through our lost records, you know, like any of the if you do podcasting out there, you may lose an episode or two. So we've been going through any of the ones that didn't ever end up getting finished or something happened with the recording. We're going to knock those all out. We're going to take those fucking curses and break them and just get rid of those. We're going to clean our slate, pure our spirits, and be ready for a beautiful new beginning in life forward. So this has been the Gil Scott episode, but I've got a stack of records back here in my little magic bag.
Let's get one more of the lost tapes.
Pull out one of these lost tapes. All right. One that we both had like this Mandela effect that it had come out. We did the episode. It was great, and I love the song. So like, it was out there, and then we go through and we realize it never came out.
Anyway. I even remember editing it.
That's
crazy.
I
went through all
this
the
doesn't make
videos
sense.
to find it.
Yeah.
For some reason, this one disappeared and escaped us, but it will not next time.
Never again.
We're gonna do NERD Provider. Bang!
That's right.
Chad Hugo, Pharrell Williams from the very first record, In Search Of, Provider, one of my favorite singles from that album. So join us next time for that one, Crate Diggers. It'll be fantastic. I know you will.
That will be televised.
That will be televised. Tell your mama about it. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe. We'll see you later.
Peace, y'all.
Great diggers.
And tell your mom.